Hey everybody, it's JT. This is kind of a conversation starter video. There's going to be a lot of different opinions, but that's the point, okay? Basically, what I want to bring up is this question or this sentence. Sub ohm vaping, ... Do we need it or does it need us? Question mark. I'll start by saying my personal experience. I was a smoker for years and years and years. I started vaping, and the type of device that got me 100% switched over and away from combustible tobacco was an Ego style battery and a CE4 style clearomizer. Okay, I was able to make the switch, get away from cigarettes totally. And yes, I did start buying different devices and experimenting with different mods and tanks, and eventually started building coils. And then eventually I started building sub-ohm resistance coils. But for me, it wasn't a necessity. I didn't need sub-ohm vaping. I chose sub-ohm vaping, I guess. And this sounds harsh, but it was more out of boredom than necessity, right? I chose to experiment with building coils at sub-ohm resistances, and, you know, that's 3 years ago. Now, totally different thing altogether. So really what I want to hear is, is sub-ohm vaping, or was sub-ohm vaping a key factor in bringing you all the way into vaping and all the way away from combustible tobacco? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people, and that's going to be their story and their case. But it's just a topic that I've been really thinking about, and I really wanted to bring it up and get some feedback. You know, is sub-ohm vaping around because we need it? Or is it out of boredom? Is it just a hobbyist aspect? And there's one other point I wanted to kind of bring to this discussion. Very few of us, if any, and myself included, when I was fresh off of cigarettes, I didn't crave and I couldn't handle sub-ohm vaping. I trained myself to tolerate it and to enjoy it. Think about that for a minute. Fresh off of cigarettes, I couldn't vape like this. I didn't want and I couldn't handle a direct lung inhale with that amount of vapor. So I think that's relevant to this conversation. We've kind of trained ourselves to like that heat, that flavor, and that amount of vapor that we get from sub-ohm vaping. And now there's no right or wrong answer. I'm not vilifying sub-ohm vaping. I'm not saying it's good, bad, nothing. Just something I wanted to ask. Sub-ohm vaping. Do we need it or does it need us?